Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. And you guys, yesterday, July 25th, was a pretty important day for our channel for LeggLife. It was our 4th anniversary here on YouTube. Today, we're talking all about that.
Today, we're going to look back over the last 4 years and talk about some of our highs, some of our lows, kind of look forward to the future, and talk about how long we plan on being on YouTube.
You know, I think 4 years is a really long time, and any milestone or anniversary gives you the opportunity to kind of, I don't want to say reevaluate, but sort of look at where you are and then see where do you want to go. And so the reality is, for us in YouTube, we get asked this every now and then, how long are you guys going to do this? And as we've talked about this, I think as long as 2 things are happening on YouTube for us, we will continue. And those 2 things are informing and inspiring, right? As long as we feel like we're still able to do this with you guys and inform and inspire, we'll continue.
Yeah, I think if this channel ever became about like just entertainment, we would probably be done.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be the sign for us that maybe it's time to end this, because honestly, like for us, it's the community we're building, the relationships we have. That's why we do this. And I think that if it became outside of that, or if this kind of felt like it was a job without the inspiration part, we probably would end the channel.
We are really fortunate that we've had 4 years of not just entertaining, but actually kind of building this amazing community.
And as we sat down last night and talked with each other just about this channel and about the future, that really was the highlight for us.
Yeah.
Right? As we look back on the last 4 years, the greatest thing, hands down, has been you guys. It's been the connections that we've made.
I think if you had told me 4 years ago that some of our best friends would be through this weird thing, I would have laughed.
Yeah, and it's not just like best friends, like connections that we've made and people who have stayed with us. People here have now relocated to Anchorage here. Friends that we stay with and see when we're on vacation. Friends who we plan vacations around getting to go see, right? I mean, people who really have become like family to us because 4 years ago we decided to hit record.
Yeah, one of the things that we love the most from you is when you guys refer to us as your friends.
Yeah, I remember a story recently. It was like last November after the earthquake, someone who I think wrote us a card or a letter who, when they heard about the earthquake, started telling her other friends about like my friends in Alaska, right? Like we love hearing that. We love that that's the way that you guys view us.
So without a doubt, our high is the connection that we've been able to build with all of you.
And some of the other highs, a little more personally for us, honestly, this channel has caused us not necessarily to get over phobias, but maybe take some steps that that challenged us a little bit that we wouldn't have otherwise.
Yeah, I have actually talked about doing an Etsy shop for years. I always have these ideas kind of rumbling around in my head, and I don't know that I ever really would have like taken the plunge to open an Etsy shop if it hadn't been for YouTube.
And then also just kind of your fear of this, right? Like the camera.
I'm still working on that one.
Yeah, but I mean like, and we hear this a lot from you guys, that like when you go back and watch early videos, how much more apprehensive you were than like more recently. Like it's definitely something you've become more comfortable with.
Yeah.
And I think for me, one of my greatest personal gifts, you know, I remember somebody once described me as an obsession looking for a compulsion, right? Like I like to throw myself fully into whatever the moment is.
Wait, you?
Yeah, surprisingly, I know. However, this channel, like we have now done it consecutively for 4 years. And so I look back at 400 like projects that we finished as far as videos.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for 4 years, I stuck to this. And honestly, I think that one of my concerns was that we would have done it for 6 months, 9 months, and then be like, yeah, that was cool, now what's next?
Right.
You know? And so for me, for 4 years to have kind of forced myself to create something like, you know, steadily, like multiple times a week, has actually been a pretty great creative journey for me. But, you know, honestly, not everything on YouTube has been easy, Sherri Beth. There have been some hard things.
You know, 4 years ago when we hit record, I don't think we realized opening up comments to people, you know, to give them comments on our lives or our look or whatever. I don't think that really occurred to us. And that's been a little bit hard.
Yeah, I mean, remember, you know, for those of you guys who've been with us for a long time, we really kind of started this just to document our life in Alaska, thinking that family out of state, friends out of state would be the ones who watched. And so we had no need to worry about what the comment was going to say, because it was like family and friends, right? Everything was great. And then as the channel grows, as a lot of you guys know, the internet is full of trolls, and those trolls have found our channel, unfortunately. And so that's a hard thing. right? So we've put things in place. I read all of the comments first. Comments never make it to Sherri. They have to go through me because I have thicker skin. That kind of stuff does not bother me as much as it does you.
Yeah. But once they have been through the Atom filter, I do actually go back through and I read all the comments, and that takes us back to the highs. But yeah, the negatives have been, it's something we didn't really think about, I think.
I'd say that the only other real negative has been the time commitment. Honestly, the time commitment gets more and more as the channel grows. As you guys will know, one of the things that we've really tried hard to do is to respond to every comment.
Yeah.
Now, again, in the early days, that was easy because we had like 1 or 2 comments on a video. The reality is, though, is that we're averaging over 100 comments per video now.
Which we love.
Love it.
But, yeah.
However, the reality is that takes, a long time now, not just in the filming the videos, editing the videos, but responding to the comments. So, just realistically, as we look forward, the time is coming, probably sooner rather than later, where we'll have to stop responding to all the comments.
Yeah.
And that really kind of stinks for us because it's those comments where we feel like the community is built.
Right.
However, just the reality of time. So I think we're still committed to going through. We're going to read every one of your comments. As long as we possibly can, we will always read your comments. We'll always click that little heart by your comment to let you know we read it. But we might not be able to respond to all of them just because of how much time it takes.
Now we're going to talk about some goals for the next 4 years, kind of where we're hoping the channel goes.
This is something we've actually tried to do each year, probably around like the New Year's time, not necessarily around the channel anniversary time, just to kind of give ourselves something to shoot for, right? You know what I mean? That's one of the things that we've really tried to do on YouTube is we tried to be intentional, right? If we're going to put in all of the time to make the video and respond to comments and build a community, then we want to kind of know what we're aiming for.
Right.
And for us, as we've talked about a lot of times on here, our goals have rarely been things like subscriber counts or views. It really has always been community focused.
Yeah.
And so one of our goals, and I'm actually really excited to say, I feel like we've accomplished that.
Yeah, I think we've built a really good community.
You guys, I don't know if you watch other YouTube channels, if you're like involved in YouTube, but I genuinely think that what we have here is kind of special. Just pointing out the fact, like when we opened the LeggLife viewer cruise, you guys, we haven't updated you in a while. We're almost at like 200 people, like 80 staterooms booked. That's almost 10% of the Disney Wonder that is booked to go with us on our LeggLife cruise. That's not normal for a channel that doesn't even have 10,000 subscribers, you guys.
That's not normal for bigger channels.
Yeah, and so I really feel like our goal of building a community has been a successful one. And so as we look forward to the next 4 years, I think we can move that goal and say now what we want to do is keep our community.
Yeah.
Right? We want to continue to build that, but we really want to keep it. And so I'd say goals for us, a couple things that I have would be to keep making content that you guys love watching. Yeah. One of the analytics that I am so proud of on our channel is our watch time, right? That's how long the average person watches a video. And normally on YouTube, it's a couple minutes, right? For us, it's almost 8 minutes long on our channel. Yeah. That's crazy to me. And so
you guys stick around.
You guys stick around. So our watch time is through the roof, and I so appreciate that. So I want to keep making content that you guys want to keep watching for a long time. And the other thing, obviously, is to grow the channel. When we started this channel, so we're right now, I don't know, about 9,300, almost 9,400 subscribers, which 4 years ago when we started this, not even an option in our mind.
No.
Not even an option. Like we genuinely did not think this was possible.
Like we joked about hitting 1,000. We were like, that'll never happen.
Yeah, so that happened. And so we'll hit 10,000 probably in the next 2 months or so, which is crazy. And then as I look forward to the next 4 years, so 4 years from now we're celebrating our 8-year on YouTube. 8-year anniversary on YouTube. What would I want? Honestly, I'm just gonna throw it out there. 50,000. That's crazy to me. And the reality is, it's a big number. But actually, if you look at the way our channel's been growing, it actually is less than the percentages we've been growing. So maybe it'll be more than that. Maybe it'll be less than that. But that's kind of my 4 year from now goal. But here's what I'll say. If growing to 50,000 subscribers meant that we lost the community we had, or it meant that we lost you guys watching us for like almost 8 minutes a time, I wouldn't take it. Right? I would rather have what we have now, people who are engaged, people who feel like we're their friends, people who feel like they're part of this community, than 50,000 subscribers where people watch for a minute and a half. Like, there's no interest from us in that. So for us, continue community, continue content that you guys want to watch, and then grow the channel. I don't know, that sounds pretty exciting to me, Sherri. Is that terrifying to you?
A little bit.
I bet it is.
And as we look back on the last 4 years, as much as we love what we have with you guys, it's also really fun for us to be able to go back and like relive our past.
Yeah, there have been like, I can't tell you the number of times I've gone back and watched our Paris vlogs.
Yeah.
And the reality is
Our old cruises.
Old cruises, and I find myself like a little jealous for things that we did before we started vlogging.
Right.
Right? Like
Dang it, we should have vlogged that.
I so wish we were vlogging when we went to Ireland. Yes. You know, like I so wish that we actually went on we didn't vlog our very first Disney cruise. Yeah. This is crazy.
It was the first year that we did this, but we weren't.
We started the channel the channel in July. Yeah. We went on our cruise in September, October. Yeah. And we honestly talked about it, but we said, I don't know, who would want to watch a Disney cruise vlog?
I'm gonna watch it.
That's so funny to us because now that's how most of you have found us. But I do, like, I go back and I'm like, man, I wish I could have watched our cruise #1 Disney vlog.
Yeah.
But we weren't vlogging at the time.
Or vlogged our Ireland. I really wish we had done that in 2009. I wish we had been vlogging 10 years ago.
Yeah, so like we love the memories.
It's been an amazing trip.
Yeah, we love the memories and the community we have with you guys. But honestly, like I go back, I watch our videos as much as any of you do. I promise. Like I love going back and watching the things that we've been able to do. I don't know, it reminds me of how blessed we are and just how great of a life we have together. Yeah. And so I love that we have that as well.
So we're just going to kind of start wrapping this up. We just want to say a giant thank you to all of you who watch us, everybody who considers us friends. We also consider you friends.
Everybody who has subscribed to our channel, everybody who's ever clicked that thumbs up button, who's ever left us a comment or sent us a card or a present or shared your journey with us or participated in our Christmas card exchange or anything that we've ever done.
Booked a cruise.
Booked a cruise to go with us. That's crazy. Thank you guys. I mean, LeggLife truly is, as much as it's sharing our life with you, it's about you guys being a part of this journey as well, and we love that we get to see that happen. So thank you. 4 years into LeggLife, we are absolutely going to continue this as long as, again, 2 things. We can inform, we can inspire. Those are our goal. That's why we're here. So thanks for all of you for letting us do that. We love you guys, and we'll see you on the next LeggLife video.